In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to do both sides of the main Easter egg on Black Ops 2 Die Rise. This can only be done 4-player co-op only, without mods. Also, since I don't have friends to do this, I will just show gameplay from this YouTuber named Wistful Sun. Before we start, whichever side you are choosing, make sure no one has done the Easter egg. So like if you want to do Maxis Side, then make sure no one has done it, as you won't be able to do it since it's already been done, and vice versa for Richtofen. Now before you start the Easter egg, you'll need 3 buildables: the Sliquifier, the Trample Steam, and the Nav Card Table. If you or your teammate has already built the Nav Card Table in a previous game, then it will already be built. So I'm going to show you how to build the Sliquifier and the Trample Steam. If you already know how, then use the chapters in my videos to skip ahead. First, I'll show you the Sliquifier, and keep in mind you can only hold one part at a time, so either part switch or build it at the buildable bench. Also, the Sliquifier is only required for Richtofen Side, so if you're doing the Maxis Side, skip this. Since I already made guides for them, I'll just play them.
First part is the mannequin foot, which only has one location. It's outside the power room where the staircase is in front of the television. The second part is the handbrake, which has 2 locations. First location is on the left of the buildable bench on this counter near the fridge. Second location is in the power room on this table in front of the elevators. Third part is the gas canister, which only has 2 locations. The first location is on the right of the buildable bench in this cage. Second location is in front of the power switch on this table. Fourth part is the wires and disc, which has 2 locations. First location is in front of the bank, which is the showers on this wooden table. Second location is in front of the buildable bench on this barrel. Once you build the Sliquifier, it'll take up a weapon slot, so if you lose it, you'll be able to get it again out of the box. There's a really easy way to do this. Once you find all the parts, just have one part and go to another one and spam your interact button while moving over here where you drop down. And go to the very edge till the part on the ground drops all the way down to the floor below you. But you have to be careful because sometimes the parts can fall through the map and will respawn. Do that for every part, then drop down, but be careful because without Jug, you'll die. And you'll see the buildable bench. All parts are in spawn or the room next to it. First part I'm going to be showing you is a chicken wire. First location is on the left of this door and statue on the floor. Second location is through this door on the left on the floor against the wall. Second part is the motor. First location is on top of the lobby desk. Second location is through the door at the back in this corner. Third part is the bellows. First location is halfway on the left side staircase of the lobby. Second location is through the door on the right opposite to the chicken wire location. Fourth part is the flag. First location is next to the broken chair on the right side staircase of the lobby. Second location is on the railing next to the escalator. Once you build it, you can use it to get across buildings or use it against the jumping jacks to get a free perk.
To start the Easter egg, you need to build the Nav Card Table. First part is the tabletop, and it's located right in front of where you actually build the table on top of the roof where the dragon is at. Second part is the radio, which is straight from the long broken staircase from the dragon. Third part is the rock, which is located near the skylight in the trash. Fourth part is the electrical box, which is here where you drop down in this corner. Once you build it, you now need to stand on 4 symbols at the same time that are on the elevators. They're always in the same position every game. The first symbol is where you build the Trample Steam on the quick revive elevator, which can also be seen from spawn room. And the second symbol is right next to it where Speed Cola or Who's at. Third symbol is on the elevator that's right next to the power switch. And the fourth symbol is on the elevator that's next to the MP5 and Remington wall buy. Once you finish that step, you need to repeat this again, but this time they're on the floor, and they'll always spawn in the same locations. You have to stand on them and light them up in a specific order, which is trial and error. So if you step on the correct symbol, it'll light up, and if it doesn't, then it'll undo all the lit up symbols and you have to retry again. First symbol is right outside of spawn in front of the M14 wall buy. Second symbol is downstairs into the sushi bar. Third symbol is next to the bank and AK-74U wall buy. Fourth symbol is on top of the roofs near the Semtex wall buy. Once you lit them up, you now need a sniper and shoot 2 balls in each of the dragon's mouth. Now at this point is where you choose a side. First, I'll show you Maxis Side. Head to the Buddha room and kill 15 zombies until Maxis Side's reincarnation will reveal a way forward. Do note it has to be 15 continuous kills. Any kills outside the Buddha room will reset and you have to kill 15 zombies again. But once you kill 15 zombies, you don't have to worry about killing outside. Next, you now need to get the ballistic knife out the box and pack-a-punch it. Also, this step will only work if the player who has pack-a-punched ballistic knife has never bled out or has not bought the Bowie knife or the Dalva knuckles. If you meet the requirements upon pack-a-punching the ballistic knife, you'll get another Maxis quote. Now shoot the ballistic knife in the Buddha room and you'll hear another quote from Maxis. If you don't, then wait for a zombie and shoot him and see if that works. You now need to place the Trample Steams at each of the 4 lion symbols on the ground. You need to face the Trample Steam in the same direction of the lion. First symbol is at spawn near the left staircase. Second symbol is past the M14 wall by down the bottom of the escalator. Third symbol is on the rooftops with the dragons next to the elevators. Fourth symbol is still on the rooftops but at the drop downs from the Semtex wall by in the corner where you found the part for the Nav Card Table. Once done, you now need to go back to spawn and 2 players have to grab 1 ball from the lion's mouth. You can only hold 1 ball at a time, by the way. Once done, place the balls on any of the Trample Steams that aren't across from each other. So the spawn room Trample Steam is across from the rooftop elevator symbol, and the escalator is across from the Nav Card Table symbol. Once you place the ball on both of them, an orange surge will go through the radio tower. Also, if you're having a problem with this step, keep in mind that if you pick up another player's Trample Steam, it can make you not get the prompt to place the ball on the Trample Steam. That's if you're holding the ball, obviously. If that's the case, destroy all the Trample Steams and get your own Trample Steams. Also, sometimes the ball might move back into the lion's mouth, so if that happens, just pick it up and place it on a Trample Steam that doesn't have a ball being flung. Now the next step will be the final one, which is the same as Richtofen Side, so I'll just show you how to do Richtofens. If you're doing Maxis, then just skip this chapter. Once you are done shooting the balls, you will need a Sliquifier. Once you have it, the balls you shot will be in the lion's mouth. You need to shoot it with the Sliquifier until you start spinning on both of them. It'll take around 20 direct shots for each ball. Once done, Richtofen will say side to make a blood sacrifice. Around the map are golden zombie symbols that you need to place trample steams facing towards the radio tower. First symbol is right outside spawn in front of the M14 wall buy. Second symbol is on the rooftop past the radio tower on the drop down near the Semtex wall buy. Third symbol is next to the broken long staircase where the dragon is at. And the fourth symbol is right next to the third symbol. Once you place all 4 trample steams, let it get zombie kills, because the trample steam needs to be used by a certain amount of times. You can also get flung to count towards the progress, and the progress is combined from all 4, so you don't have to focus on all 4 to be used. Once done, fireworks will go off and the tower will get a blue surge. And now time for the final step. You now need the Galvan Knuckles, and you need to find some tiles that will show you the order to melee the radio tower. The order will change game to game, so keep that in mind. There's tiles of different colors being red, blue, green, and black, which you need to make note of. There's 8 tiles in total with 11 possible spawn locations. 4 tiles will be associated with a number, and the other 4 with the direction being north, east, south, or west. Also note that these tiles can be found at any point of your game. I'll put a cheat sheet on screen so you can understand the numbers, directions, and colors. You need to match the colors from the number to the direction. That'll show you the order of what pillar to knife. So if the number 1 tile is red and the east is also red, then you need to melee that side of the tower first. Here are the locations of the tiles. First location is on the radio tower itself, and it'll always be the north tile. Second location is on the desk in spawn. Third location is past spawn at the bottom of the escalator. Fourth location is in the department store on the broken staircase near the SVU wall buy. Fifth location is in the upside down building on this couch. Sixth location is in the drop down shaft below the Galvan Knuckle wall buy. Seventh location is past the AN94 wall buy in the second floor of the Buddha room. Eighth location is on the shelf near the AK-74U wall buy in the cages room. Ninth location is in the power switch room on the sewing table. 10th location is in the kitchen next to the MP5 wall buy. 11th location is on the roof inside the mystery box location room on top of this chair. Once you find your tiles and organize them, knife the radio tower in order. North is facing the Trample Steam room, which you can tell since the north tower is next to the north pole. West is facing the sun. South is facing to the elevators. And east is facing towards the upside down building. I'll freeze frame it and put labels to make it easier. If you got it wrong, the poles will stop lighting up and you'll be able to retry next round. Once you got it right, you'll have completed the Easter egg. You'll get all perks in the map excluding PhD Flopper. And that is how you do both sides of the main Easter egg in Black Ops 2 Die Rise.